We're here tonight on a Tuesday. How's everybody doing tonight on a Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen? We are live on a damn Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing on a damn Tuesday? We chilling on a damn Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. We are chilling on a damn Tuesday. What up, Packer? Welcome to the show. What up, Michael? Welcome to the show. How's everybody doing tonight, man? We're chilling on a damn Tuesday night. We are chilling on a damn Tuesday. What up, London? Welcome to the show. Hey, what up, London? Not looking good right now, but I'm not going to count us out. We have to get the offense going and win 2 in LA, make it 3-2 go. Yeah. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. Hey, good to see you, Sanchez. Welcome in, buddy. Let's go Dodgers, man. Happy to see everyone. Yeah, man. It's going to be tough. Both the Brewers and the Blue Jays are in trouble, man. Man, holy frijoles, man. That pitching is crazy by the Dodgers, man. Yesterday, what was his name? 8 innings. And then today, Yamamoto, a complete game by Yamamoto. Holy frijoles, man. Yeah, complete game by Mike Yamamoto. Yeah, just a home run, and then he just dominated them, man. What was it, like 7 strikeouts? Jesus Christ, man. Blake Snell had 8 innings yesterday, yup. It's been dominating pitching, man. Dominating pitching by the Dodgers. The series is not over because the Brewers have been counted all year. They are used to this. We'll see what happens, Packer. We'll see what happens. We just have to take it one game at a time. Steelers are 4-1, yes. Yeah, the pitching has been amazing so far with Blake Snell and Yamamoto, man. It has been amazing. Blake Snell could have went complete. Yeah, he really could, man. Although it was a little bit more tighter, right? It was only 2-1. Maybe I think that's why they took him out. Sasaki didn't have that good of a game yesterday, but whatever. At least you guys pulled it off 2-1 at the end there. I don't know why that final batter for Milwaukee. I think if he would have standing there, he would have gotten hit by the pitch. And the bases were loaded. He got out of the way. You got to be a little bit tougher right there. Maybe take one for the team, I feel like. Yeah, the bases were loaded. And yeah, I thought he could have just let the ball hit him in the leg. It would have been a tie game, but it is what it is. Pendejo face and swings at, yeah. Should have just let the ball hit him in the leg, and they would have walked. It would have been a run. Would have the third base runner would have advanced first. It would have been tied 2-2. Pendejo face. Yeah, they will, Michael. They will. They will win on Thursday. But yeah, man. What a weird play that what was it? It was supposed to be a grand slam by Max Muncy, and then he caught it. It bounced off the glove and then into the wall. Then went back into the glove, and then he threw to first base and he threw it back to third for a double play. That was a weird play. So game 1 got 2-1 victory, house scoring game right there. Offense was way better. Yeah, 5 runs tonight tonight, man. 5 runs. 5 runs tonight. Played much better tonight. I was so pissed when that happened. Yeah, it was gonna, and then he got another one today, man. It would have been back-to-back home runs for Max Muncy. Grand slam yesterday, and today another home run for Max Muncy. So he's feeling himself at the plate right now. Is Max Muncy. Max Muncy home run tonight hit, yeah. Had to put you in the bay. Thank you very much, Juan Sanchez, for giving me the respect I deserve. Damn it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. But yeah, man, that was a crazy play. Teoscar Hernandez. Yeah, home run by Teoscar Hernandez. He's heating up again. Yep. Shohei's not hitting that much, but at least he did get an RBI today. Yeah, he seems like to be a playoff guy. Teoscar Hernandez. He seems to be one of those playoff guys. Teoscar Hernandez, man. But yeah, man, what a fun game. Especially last night. Kike Hernandez continues to hit in the playoff, man. I don't know what if it's, man, complete from the rig. Yeah, man. Complete 180 from the, yeah. Once the playoff commences, these guys hit. Hey, what up, Gaming? Welcome to the yeah. How you doing, Gaming? It's almost like the Dodgers are just kind of like pacing themselves, and they just want to be as fresh and healthy for the playoffs. And once the playoff come, they start playing. They start playing fantastic baseball, man. Is there any truth to the rumor about Heyman, Breaker, and Reed joining? No, I haven't heard anything about that. I have not heard anything about that at all. That's just the fans trying to make up shit. Middle of the lineup and bottom of the lineup was amazing. It was, man. If the top of the lineup starts hitting, good luck to, yeah. And with that pitching, like I said, Blake Snell last night, 8 innings. Tonight, Yamamoto, complete game. Between the hitters and the pitching, I mean, you still got what? You got what? I'm assuming what? Yamamoto and, Shohei Ohtani and what? Tyler Glasnow pitching game 3 and 4. Yeah, man, it's going to be tough, man. It is going to be tough. Seth Rollins injured, I guess. Yeah, they're saying broken shoulder for Seth Rollins. 8 innings, 9 innings. My Lord, man. It is, man. Glasslow's game 3, and then Shohei Ohtani's in game 4. Okay. And they're playing. It would be game 3, 4, and 5, right? And LA. So they're gonna be playing Thursday. Is it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? I think it is, right? Hey, what up, Jeff? Welcome to the How you doing tonight, man? We're chilling on a damn Tuesday night. We need Raw versus SmackDown. They don't want to do that anymore. I don't know why. They love doing the War Games match now. Game 1 was very stressful at the end. It was, man. That game 1 was really stressful. It really was. Especially that was the first time really that Rocky Sasaki didn't pitch good out of the bullpen. But then here Trillian came in and did a great job, man. Closing it out. And then what about game 5? Isn't that on Saturday? Because I think the commentators had 3 games. Hit the damn like button. Thank you very much, Juan Sanchez. Thank you very much. First 8 innings was stress-free, and then here comes the ball. Yup. That's why I think Dave Roberts, I'm not going to have the bullpen. Bullpen is going to be super fresh, man, for Thursday's game. They're going to have like 3 days off, Monday through Thursday off. They're going to be super fresh come Thursday. We're chilling on a damn. Yeah, War Games is, I think it's Survivor Series, November 29th. Yeah, no pitch today off. Yeah. So they're gonna have Tuesday, Wednesday. So they're gonna have a few days off. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, unless you guys sweep them. That's what it's looking like. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then I think game 6 and 7 would be Monday and Tuesday of next week, if I'm not mistaken. Back in Milwaukee. War Games NXT better than main roster. I don't watch NXT. Way too much wrestling, man. It is way too much. I do not watch NXT. Brewers offense has not looked good. No, man. Only Only 2 runs in the first 18 innings. They can't do much. Got that solo home run, but then Yoshi Yamamoto settled in. Yep, he did, man. I don't know if it was. I don't know, man. Now they're saying that Triple H is like overseeing everything. He's not even that involved. That it's more like Road Dogg and Bruce Pritchard and Michael Hayes. Well, they said that they made some changes to creative, supposedly gaming. They said they made some changing to creative, so hopefully it gets better. What's your hot take? He'll say his name and he appears. Drake May is fucking legit. The Patriots will make. Yeah, no, I don't know about the AFC Championship, but he's kind of really good this year. Has Drake May. So good start to the series. Go back home and try and win it. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what the fudge happens. But for both series, man, now they go to home. These two teams go to both LA and Seattle go home with a 2-0 lead. Can they close it out? Can they sweep? Or can at least they close it out in 5 and avoid having to go back to on the road? Let's see what happens. Cody is the worst champion. Seth Rollins, same boring new. That's what they were saying. I was watching a video today saying that both times Seth Rollins has been on top, it's been really bad. 2019 was really bad, and now 2025. They were saying that when Seth Rollins is on top, that means because the company's not doing good. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if by WrestleMania they put one of the titles back on Roman. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll see what happens. But I wouldn't be surprised if they have him win the Rumble and have him win at WrestleMania, have him win one of the titles again. I think they can at least make. Oh yeah, I think they will make the playoffs in the wild card at least. So now I want to talk about Seattle, Toronto, man. Yeah, man. They can't do shit, man. Toronto cannot do shit. Good team in New England. Yeah, they're getting better, man. They are getting better. New England's getting better. Seattle offense, yeah, man. Seattle offense went off, man. The home runs, that guy all of a sudden he's hitting everything. What's his name? Jorge Polanco. Jesus Christ. I don't know what gaming. I don't know, buddy. I don't know what you do, buddy. I don't know. I mean, Braun Breaker then, and just hope he's good then. I don't know. Braun Breaker, I guess. I don't know, buddy. Toronto pitching has went to shit and now, yeah, they were doing, but I think maybe the Yankees just suck. I don't know, man. Every time runner in scoring position, he gets a hit. Yeah, that could be another option, Drew McIntyre, I guess. But if they're such in panic mode, I wouldn't be surprised if they put it back on Roman. It depends how much of a panic mode they're in. Because they know Roman for sure is going to work. Drew McIntyre, I think his title reign was during the pandemic. And then they announced old Max Scherzer for Game 4. Jesus Christ. Max Scherzer's pitching Game 4. Holy frijoles. I guess I'm fine with Roman winning. Yeah, they might. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in a panic mode. I wouldn't be surprised if they put it back at Roman at some time next year. Yeah, I don't know who's pitching Game 3. Drew, maybe LA Knight, CM Punk. CM Punk. That's the problem with Roman Reigns, but you might have to convince him to fight more. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. I don't like guessing too much, dude. It seems like WWE changes all the time, dude. They literally change stuff like hours before the show. It's a waste of time to figure out what the fuck they're gonna do. They literally come up with a plan, and like literally the show starts at 7, at 5 o'clock, they change everything. That's why I don't waste my time predicting WWE. They change everything so fast in WWE. I can see CM Punk winning it at some point. Yeah, maybe CM Punk. I know Elimination Chamber is in Chicago. Okay, Cloud. Well, we'll see what happens, buddy. When I talk about the WWE, I like to talk about what is happening, like currently. I don't like to guess. Like it's boring. Like I don't even know they know what the hell they're doing in the future. What are we gonna fucking know? I don't really like to talk about the future with WWE. I like to talk about the current sports, the current wrestling. I don't like to talk about who's gonna be WWE champion in the future. I really don't. It's a waste of time. It really is. We can talk about what happened on Monday Night Raw. That's all we know. We don't know what's going to happen at Royal Rumble. We don't know what's going to happen at WrestleMania. We don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a good chance that even if they have an idea, their plans might change. We like talk news, what happened on Raw. Exactly. I don't like to talk about stuff that's going to happen months from now. I have no idea, Blunt. I really don't, buddy. Guys, I don't know. I don't work for WWE. I just know what's happening on their TV shows currently. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Game 2, Trey Vagina got lit up. The Yankees just suck ass. Yeah, man. He got pretty beat up, dude. Freaking, what was it? The 10-3 was the final score. 10-3. Jesus Christ. I couldn't believe it. We just watched yeah. Oh my God, dude. Dude, you don't. Jon Moxley, holy frijoles. Oh my Lord. But yeah, man, I don't know what's gonna happen to Seattle, man. Marner's offense delivers, man, so much power. Yeah, the Blue Jays are in trouble, man. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. The Blue Jays are. I don't know. It's almost like they were more challenged with Detroit. And so far with Toronto, they're beating the shit out of them. That damn bullpen as well. Matt Brash, Andres Mooney. Yeah. They're a pretty complete team, man. The Mariners. They're pretty complete, man. The Mariners are pretty complete. They might be the most complete team after the Dodgers, honestly, if you think about it. Yeah, they're saying he might be out until the middle of next year with a shoulder injury. But again, we don't know. Until WWE makes an announcement, we don't know. But the belief is that Seth Rollins could be out until the spring with a shoulder injury. Both series are 2-0. Shock, man. Both road teams are, yeah. Now they have a chance to end this thing in 4-5, going back home. Both LA and Seattle do. No, I don't think that's happening, Gaming. I think he's too happy in AEW. I don't see that happening. I do not see Jon Moxley coming in WWE. We're chilling on a damn Tuesday night. I don't think he's coming back either, dude. I think already Triple H said something on Saturday. They were chanting his name, and he said, I can't do that one for you. I think he said something like that. They were saying Seth will be, yes. Yeah, they're saying until the spring. If there's some stuff going on. It has not been confirmed by WWE, but a lot of wrestling websites are saying that Seth Rollins could be out with a broken shoulder until the spring. That's what they're saying. But it has not been confirmed by WWE. We want... Oh my God. Dude. Do you fucking understand what a contract means? If the guy is under contract with another company, he cannot do anything. Dude, Gaming. Come on, dude. I don't know, Blunt. That could be a possibility too, man. That could be a possibility. Seth Rollins is believed by some within the headed for a shoulder. Yep. Yeah, they're saying until the spring if that's the case. But again, we don't know. We'll see what WWE has to say, guys. WWE, like, I don't know, guys. When it comes to wrestling, until it gets confirmed by the companies, I don't really like to speculate because A lot of these wrestling news sites are sometimes are wrong. Is that the case? Yeah. No, that's not good at all. And that might be the reason why they panic and ended up the faction, because he's hurt. He's hurt. December 13 in Washington, Saturday night's main event. But yeah, man. Elimination Chamber 2026 is scheduled for Chicago. Yep. Yeah, but now CM Punk is the number one contender, so I don't know what the hell's going to happen, man. There's no more pay-per-views, dude. Last pay-per-view, Survivor Series. What did you think about Monday Night Raw? It was good. I mean, obviously, the whole thing was about the Vision, right? The Vision turning their back on Rollins. That was pretty much it. I mean, you got Dominic continues to kind of embrace the Eddie Guerrero character, cheating and not getting caught, beating Penta. And then what else happened? I think they announced Roxanne Perez versus Stephanie Vaquer for the World Heavyweight Championship in the future. What else happened? Next week I think Becky Lynch versus Maxine for the Intercontinental. What else happened? Bailey and Lyra won. They beat Roxanne and Raquel Rodriguez. Yes, gaming, but that's why they made the change so it doesn't happen again. That was an NBC, and now they changed it to Peacock, so they don't have to worry about commercials. Rare scratch without a pay-per-view, man. Yeah, until they usually do that. Last pay-per-view is usually like in November, and they don't do another one until like January. Randy should get a run for the title. We'll see. I was so shocked they turned on Seth Rollins when, yeah, I think he might be injured. Yes, Seth is injured, yes. Or at least that's what a lot of wrestling websites are saying. What is going on with people saying Dirty Dominic will be fighting Cena? Apparently, again, that's another thing going on by the wrestling websites. That's going to be the match at Survivor Series. Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena for the Intercontinental Championship. No title change. No, they don't really do they don't even defend the titles. They're finally going to have the Judgment. They defend their tag titles finally for the first time in I don't know how long. Next week versus Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. Out of all the fucking teams, what kind of fucking random shit is that? Dominic retains. Yep, Dominic retains versus Penta. Yeah, they're starting to have Dominic do this Eddie Guerrero cheating character, and he's starting to win without the Judgment Day. Pretty interesting. Yeah, out of all teams, Jesus Christ. Holy frijoles. Jimmy fought Bronson Reed. Obviously, Bronson Reed won. The triple threat match. Obviously, Jey Uso, CM Punk, LA Knight. CM Punk wins. He's now the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Champion. They always say Finn is going to turn, and he never does it. Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch, best champions now. Yeah, low-key. Honestly, yeah, Sami Zayn and Becky might be the two best champions right now. CM Punk wins the main event. It was a good match. It was a good match. They didn't really announce when it's going to take place, though. It's because they have another Saturday night main event on November 1st. So I don't know if it's going to be there or they're going to wait until Survivor Series. They're pretty much having a fucking pay-per-view now every fucking 3 weeks. Yeah, they just said he's the number one. Yeah, they didn't say exactly when's the match. I wonder if, like, because they were in Australia, they couldn't figure out exactly what was wrong with Seth. So maybe but they know something kind of bad is wrong. So they had the vision turn on him. And then maybe if they see, hey, he can't wrestle anymore, he's fucked up pretty bad, they're gonna blame it on the vision that they're the ones that hurt him, and they force him to relinquish the title. And then I don't know, CM Punk versus somebody for the title, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if he has to relinquish it. He doesn't even face CM Punk anymore. You got chicken tenders? Nice. I had chicken as well, honestly. Chicken and rice. CM Punk might win the championship. I want to see Logan versus Dirty Dominic in a Hell in a Cell. That would be funny. Imagine. It's 4 in the morning. Def Rival are poorly currently on their final contract with WWE. Yeah, I think they're gonna stop working with them because they're starting to give everybody their old music back. A bunch of wrestlers are getting their old music back, so that probably means they're done working with Def Rival. I heard they're gonna maybe have artists now do the music. Talent have reportedly been frustrated with not having much of an input for their theme songs. WWE may be finally listening to squash that frustration. Yep, it looks like they're gonna make a change to whoever makes the theme songs going forward. Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk. Oh my lord. Jeff Hardy's really busy right now, man. He's both the TNA and the NXT Tag Team Champion. Yeah, I don't know how much WWE's main roster is going to trust Jeff Hardy. I think just about NXT's the furthest they might trust him. And they're kind of trusting him a lot, man. They put the titles on him. Yeah, Blunt. I don't know. I don't know if WWE's ever going to trust Jeff Hardy again on the main roster. They had to fire him twice because of alcohol and drug issues in the past. I watched the Dodgers game today. That's something on right now. The Dodgers. Same thing tomorrow. Only Toronto and tomorrow only Seattle, Toronto. But then Thursday, I think we're loaded again. I think it's the 2 baseball games and Thursday night football. Yep. That's the only thing on tomorrow, Toronto, Seattle. Monday, my lord, I watched. Dude, that shit was crazy on Monday. 2 baseball games, 2 football games. Holy frijoles. That shit was crazy. The 2 baseball. Yeah, man. Have a good night, Blunt. Thank you for stopping by. Man, the first like 15 minutes were crazy tonight, man. Everybody was all over the place. 5 recaps. Yeah, man, there was so much sports going on. So much freaking sports going on Monday. It seems like NFL almost every Monday now they do the 2 football games, it seems like. I think they're doing it again next week. Seattle, Houston, and Detroit Tampa next week, I think. Tuesday, Dodgers game. I did regular season preview, NBA season preview, college basketball. Damn. Yeah, you were busy again. Yep, all over the place. I mean, this is the most active sports month of the year. And wait until next week when basketball starts. It's going to be super crazy. At least there's not another fucking pay-per-view until for the rest of this month. I got all of my previews out the way today. There you go. Yep, there's so much stuff going on. It'll cool down a little bit in November when baseball's over, but still a lot of stuff going on right now. Yeah, at least there's no more pay-per-views for WWE until November. Ah, dude, I didn't even watch that one. I couldn't believe it though. The fucking Bales lost again. Now they're saying they might fire Sean McDermott. Everybody was saying it today that that it might be time to fire Sean McDermott. Falcons defense way better this year than last year. Really improved. Yep. Only 14 points for the Bills. Josh Allen wasn't able to know. And the defense gave up 24 points. It's not looking good, man. Sean McDermott might get fired. Yeah, B.J. Robinson was really good. He played really good, man. Yeah, Penix Jr. had a good week. Bills run defense couldn't. No, their defense is horrible, man. Defense is horrible for the Bills. And that's supposed to be the strength of Sean McDermott, man. The fucking defense. Pendejo face, man. That's what I'm saying. They might fire him, man. The defense had a few stops, but the offense couldn't. Nope. You would think after what happened last week to the Patriots, they would be focused. And nothing, man. Very alarming. They lost again. If Sean McDermott can't fucking figure shit out, he's going to get fired. James Cook ran the ball well, but they kept taking him out of the 30 up. I don't know what the hell they were. I don't know, man. I don't know about the Bills. It seems like the whole league is kind of shaky right now. I don't know, man. NFL right now, there's just not a clear favorite for like a Super Bowl. It's just everybody. There are a lot of good teams, but nobody's really that great. Everybody's just really good. 19 runs, 100 yards, 1 touchdown for fucking ran all over that Bills defense. Did whatever the hell he wanted to do, man. B.J. Robinson, man, he did whatever the hell he wanted to do. Yeah. We'll see what maybe like in November, December we'll get some separation. Maybe at least 3 teams that are like, okay, these are like the true Super Bowl contenders. But right now, it looks. I honestly do not know who really is a Super Bowl contender, man. The NFL is wide open. Yeah, it is. It's really wide open. There's not like clear front teams like that could. Okay, this is the teams that have a chance. But we'll see. It's still kind of early in a way. We'll see. Maybe like in November, December, we'll get a better understanding. Drake London, also great game. Yeah. See, that's terrible, man. You let Drake London go for 10 catches, 158 yards, but also the running back for 170. That's just terrible. Drake London and B.J. Robinson did. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. And that's supposed to be Sean McDermott's strength. That's supposed to be his strength. The defense, man. He's a defensive-minded coach. And the fact that both Drake London and B.J. Robinson went off. Bills secondary has let the wide receivers go off back-to-back games. Yep. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about the Bills, man. This could have been finally their year, man. Lamar Jackson hurt. Joe Burrow hurt. The Chiefs off to a slow start. And now they're in trouble. The AFC looks really up in the air, mainly. At least in the the NFC, there's some teams like Detroit, Tampa, kind of look a little bit good, but yeah, the AFC is very wide open. Penix too, yeah. Penix did his thing, man. The thing with Atlanta is, I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up with Tampa Bay in the division. Yep. AFC is wide open, man. There's not a clear run favorite. It looked like, I mean, I was thinking maybe Buffalo, Kansas City, but I don't even know anymore about Buffalo, man. And shit, man, it might end up being Kansas City versus Pittsburgh. Who the fuck knows? I think the Chiefs will be favorite getting Rashid. Yeah. Yeah, the Chiefs look like they're starting to click. Even last week when they lost to the Jaguars. I don't know, man. If there was a few plays there that maybe they go other ways, they would have won that game. They would be sitting right. They would have won 3 straight games. If you look at the Chiefs offense, the last 3 games versus Jacksonville, Baltimore, and Detroit is starting to click. I feel like the Chiefs offense is starting to, yep. And this looks way better than whatever they looked last year. Yeah, the pick 6 cost them yep. And then when Trevor Lawrence tripped and freaking what's his name? 95 didn't do shit. He just stared. Jones. He just didn't do anything. Chris Jones. Yeah, man, it's wide open, man. The NFL is just wide open right now. It really is. The NFL is just freaking wide open. Yeah. Maybe if he would have done something, maybe Trevor Lawrence doesn't score, and then you're looking at a 3-game winning streak right now. And you would maybe 4-3 instead of 3 no, you would be 4-2 instead of 3-3. What did you think about? Yeah, that was a good game. But damn, man, 3 turnovers, an interception, and that fumble, Jesus Christ, at the end, cost them the game. The kicker missing field goals. Washington was kind of beating up on themselves, man. They kind of beat up on themselves. And Chicago, they didn't make any mistakes. Chicago made all their kicks. They didn't turn the ball over. That was the difference. Washington kind of shoot themselves in the foot multiple times. Jalen Daniels, yeah. Interception, then a bad exchange with the running back cost a fumble. Yeah, and they look good last week beating the Chargers 27-10. And they looked really bad yesterday versus Chicago, man. They looked terrible versus Chicago yesterday. DeAndre Swift ran the ball very well. Those big guys, yep. Yeah, man. That looks something they're really focusing on, trying to maybe take some pressure off Caleb Williams running the football with DeAndre Swift. Jay and Daniels had some good plays, but the turn, yeah, 3 turnovers, man. Interception and a fumble. Kind of, if you look at it, he had an interception, a fumble, and that other fumble was on the running back. But that final fumble, I mean, it was kind of both of the running back and Jay and Daniels' fault. And they also had a missed kick. Yep. Washington just didn't have a good game. I don't know. That's another team that looks kind of shaky. Washington. Yep. They also missed a field goal. That would have maybe at least it would have forced Chicago to get a touchdown instead of a field goal to try to win the game at the end. Yep. Jake Moody made most of his kicks. Yeah, man. Yeah, they were 0-2 and now they're 3-2. Chicago making some noise. Yeah. Yeah, they're just running the ball a lot, man, with DeAndre Swift. They're going to have kind of Caleb be a little bit more, maybe more of a game manager until he continues to figure out the offense. Wasn't there a touchdown that he had with Odonse and it got called back? 3 turnovers, 2-0 turn. Yep. Yeah, man. Washington kind of beat themselves up yesterday. They kind of beat up themselves with the turnovers. Yeah. 108 yards for rushing for Andre Swift. Yep. So big running back day yesterday for both games. Andre Swift and BJ Robinson, the running backs were their stars yesterday for both winning teams. We chilling. Some good Monday night game. Yeah. They're doing it again next week. Are they just gonna have almost so far this Monday they've had multiple Monday night games. Yep. Seattle, Houston, and Detroit, Tampa Bay next week. I don't know what it is. Caleb, 17, 29, 252, 1 touchdown. He was fine. Yeah. Well, no, just handing the ball over to fucking DeAndre Swift. Yep. Yeah, that's going to be a good game. That could be a playoff matchup. Hell, maybe a fucking NFC Championship preview. That's going to be a good one. Detroit, Tampa. That'll be a fun one. But the thing is, next week too, I mean... So yeah, Monday was fun. Yeah, it was. It was a fun day of sports, man. Very active sports day. Very, very active sports day, man. It really was. And I think again on Thursday, man, I think we got 2 baseball games and 1 football game on Thursday. I got the pitching matchup, Mariners, Blue Jays. What is it? Are you watching Pittsburgh? I'll probably watch it on my iPad. Um, I have the Amazon Prime app on my iPad. I'll watch it on my iPad, and I'll watch the baseball games on the TV. Shane Bieber versus George Kirby. That's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna watch the games on my. Yeah. That's the good thing about Thursday and well, I think even Sunday. I think Sunday night games are on Peacock as well. So technically, all three prime times at nights, Thursdays, Mondays, and Sundays, I think they're all available on streaming, whether it's Amazon, ESPN, or Peacock. The Mariners have Luis Castillo for Game 4. Thank you, Juan Sanchez. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, tomorrow's a very simple one game. Yeah, between Toronto and Seattle. But then I think both Thursday and Friday, they both play at the same day, right? Simple, yeah. Yeah, today and tomorrow are kind of easy, just one game. But it's really easy today and tomorrow. Only 3 videos tomorrow. I'm doing the baseball game, NFL picks video, and NFL news. Yeah, today for the NFL news was basically that everybody's saying that maybe Buffalo's got to move on from coach Sean McDermott. That was basically most of the news today. And then I guess some people were talking about who's Tennessee going to hire as their new coach. The news video I just went over wrestling and NASCAR. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, you saw the Padres manager resigned. What's his name? Gil Shetz? I forgot what his name is. But they need to get a new manager now. The Padres. Mike Shield, I think his name is. Mike Shield. Mike Shield, I believe his name is. I mispronounced that really bad. My fault. Is it Mike Shit or Mike Shield? Yeah, Mike Shield retired. What up, David? Welcome to the show. How you doing, David? How you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm like, how the hell do you say that name? Mike Shield. I'm so apologize. Holy frijoles. Mike Shield retired from the Padres. Yeah, so I think what the Rangers got Skip Schumacher, but that's it. I think yeah, I don't know who they hire, because didn't they have Bob Melvin? And now Bob Melvin, he's in what else Bob Melvin? I think he's in Bob Melvin. Where the hell is he was in did the Dodgers win again? Yeah. The Dodgers won 5-1. This is gonna be like the third manager they're gonna have with this current team of Fernando Tatis and Manny Machado. I don't know, London. I don't know why he retired. But I saw yesterday that the Padres need a new manager, that Mike Shield decided to walk away. I think I did hear something about the team being a little bit toxic. I did hear something about that possibly. I think they're tired of losing, man. Outside of like 2022, they really haven't done much. Yup, Steelers. Yeah, they should have won that game for sure, the Steelers. For sure, man. That's also what I heard. The clubhouse was toxic. Yeah, allegedly, yes. And before that, I've been saying that was part of the same reason Bob Melvin retired as well, from, or at least resigned. So I don't know who the hell they're gonna get now. I don't know who the hell they're gonna get now. Vince destroyed John Moxley's career. Oh my god, this guy's so like a cartoon. Seahawks are really good, man. They got to continue to build with Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp and what's the, I can never forget that other's receiver's name, but yeah, man. I mean, look how bad Baltimore is ever since Mike McDonald left. Mike McDaniel, sometimes I feel like he might be the next Mike Vrabel, low key. It took a toll on him, so he retired. Dude, a cartoon? Like what? What do you mean a cartoon? I don't understand what the hell you're saying. A cartoon. The grind of baseball season has taken a severe toll on me mentally, physically, and emotionally. While it has always been about serving others, it's time I take care of myself and exit my term. Yeah, he was probably getting up there in age. Was Mike Shield. So I wonder who they'll hire next. I'm not sure. Can't even think of anybody. Yeah, we'll see who they hire. You saw Albert Pujols was talking to the Angels about working for them as a manager to replace Ron Washington. Besides the baseball game, that's been the MLB talk. Yup. Yeah, for sure, man. McVay, Shanahan, and now Mike McDonald. Yeah, supposedly there's possibly that Albert Pujols could be the new manager of the Anaheim. That'll be crazy. That would be something, man. Albert Pujols manager as a yeah. There's talks that they might hire him to be the next manager of the Anaheim. That would be crazy. We'll see if they do it or not. Freddie Peralta was okay for the Brewers. Yeah, but nothing compared to fucking Yamamoto, man. Yamamoto was next level. Roman Reigns looks like an Albert. What? Really? Dude, Roman Reigns has long hair. Albert Pujols is bald. What? I beg your pardon? Can we get a pendejo face? Yeah, that was weird. What the fudge, dude? What the fudge? We chilling on a damn Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. Think Cardinals should trade quarterback while they might get some value? I mean, you probably got to call Las Vegas and see if Pete Carroll and all those guys would be interested in it. If they can think, that's the team I can think of the most right now, probably Las Vegas, right? And see if they feel they can be successful with Kyler Murray. But other than that, I can't really think of anybody right now that would be interested. So it looks like the Saints are kind of trying it out with what's that guy's name they have? Spencer Rattler. The college basketball preseason top 25 comes. Oh, damn. College is starting soon. NBA starts next week. Holy frijoles. College football 5 ranked games Saturday. Really? Who plays? Didn't they take that one guy off ESPN, Paul Feinbarn, because he said he wanted to be a senator or something in Alabama? Let me get the schedule. Good thought was trying to think of a trade partner. Yeah. Arizona, right? Maybe Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly might think they could do something with him. Yeah, you don't see him on ESPN that much. I don't think I see him in. It's been a while since I've seen him on ESPN. Paul Feinbar. That's crazy. They took him out of ESPN. Number 10, LSU versus Vanderbilt. Ole Miss versus Georgia. Oof. Okay. Georgia had a hard time last week versus who the hell was it? Ooh, that's a classic right there. Notre Dame USC. That's a classic. Yeah, that's a classic. Alabama versus Tennessee. Oof. Damn. Oh my Lord. Auburn, okay. Yeah, Auburn almost beat them, but they came back and won. That would have been crazy. BYU versus Utah. Okay. We got some good games, man. It's going to be fun. Ole Miss almost got upset as 32-point favorite versus Washington State. Damn. So they might lose to Georgia. Pretty stacked schedule of Saturday, yup. We've been live for 1 hour. Texas. Yeah, Texas looked pretty good last week versus Oklahoma. That might have been the best game so far out of the season by Arch Manning. Everyone firing their coaches. I'm like, we fire our coach. Yeah, yeah. They were criticizing today Tennessee for firing Callahan, saying that these teams are not patient at all. They don't let the young quarterbacks develop. Yeah, man, Arch Manning looked. Yeah, he did. And that's crazy because Oklahoma actually has a good defense nowadays with Brett Venable, but Arch Manning looked pretty damn good versus them this past Saturday. I get what they're saying about Brian Callahan. Yeah, yeah. Was that stat that almost every first round pick since like 2021 that's a quarterback has their head coach has been fired in the middle of the season? That's crazy. Brock Lesnar, I don't know. I don't know when's the next time he's gonna come back on WWE. Yeah, we'll see who they hire. I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of offensive coordinators that come along. I think they named Mike McCoy the. I think if I'm not mistaken, Mike McCoy, interim coach, wasn't he the coach of the Chargers like a long time ago? USC Notre Dame. Yeah, that's a classic right there. That's a classic. That's gonna be a good one. Notre Dame versus USC. That's gonna be a good one. I'm excited to talk about all of those ranked matchups. And oh, here come my Kentucky Wildcats to ruin the the Kentucky Wildcats, man. Imagine they upset Tennessee Titans. Need to get it to get. Yeah, yeah, man. They gotta. I think they really messed up by firing Mike Vrabel. Yeah, I know you're ready for basketball, man. I'm gonna wait until baseball's over. Drives me nuts. Way too much shit going on. But once baseball's over, I'll start focusing on basketball. Should have kept Mike. Yep. They should have kept Mike Vrabel, man. They should have. Look how fast, man. He's got the Patriots contending. Literally took only a few weeks. He's not even halfway through the first year, and he's already got them playing really good football. What's up with Geno Smith since leaving Seattle? Yeah, I don't get it because it's the same, right? It's the same coach. My guess, dude, is that look how good Prescott is doing with Brian Scheinheimer. That was the guy he was with in Seattle, and now he's with Chip Kelly. I think that's what the problem is. That Chip Kelly's not as good as Brian Scheinheimer. I think that's what's going on, man. Because Dak Prescott's looking really good this year. And that's how good he was looking in Seattle when with Pete Carroll and Brian Scheinheimer. We chilling on a damn Tuesday night. My lord, man, I got 6 college football. Oof. And there might also be some baseball. Oh my lord, man, you gotta load manage. 5 ranked matchups and then the Kentucky game. Holy frijoles. Damn, you're really busy, man. Holy frijoles, man. And then possible it would be game 5 possibly. Yeah, man, you might be really big. But I think Murners and yeah. Wait, no, hold on. Tomorrow is game 3. Oh no, yeah. Friday would be game 5. So Saturday would be an off day for them. Do you have regular hours? For what? So yeah, that's crazy, man. Gonna be really busy on Saturday. So looking at about 6 or 7 recaps. Damn. 6, 7. I usually go live like 1 hour. So like sometimes like for example Fridays I do it a little bit earlier. Like I always go like late at night because like I have a small channel, dude. I can't be competing with these other streamers. That would get crushed. So I like Fridays I go live from like 2:30 to 3:30, but sometimes I go like from 3:30 to 4:30, but like usually during the week it's from like 4:15 to like 5:15. But I usually go live for like an hour. But I go live late because all those other streamers would crush my channel. So now NFL week, NFL week 7, man. He was a coach, wasn't he? Dennis Green. Rams Jacks on Sunday. Oof. I think the Rams would win. Rams were struggling versus the Ravens, but I think we'll see. We'll see. They were talking today about like the Bills are gonna have to get a bunch of players to make their defense better. You saw Gardner Johnson got released again by the Ravens. The 1 p.m. window of the Vikings and Eagles. Oh, I think Commanders play the Cowboys, right? But I think that's like at 3. That's at 3 o'clock. Colts Chargers. Yeah, so that's he's getting released from both the Texans and the Ravens. What the fudge, man? What the fudge? Yeah, low-key, that might be a good game. Commanders Cowboys. Man, the Falcons, for not being that good last year, have a lot of primetime games. What games do you think are most interesting opinion on Seahawks? I think Seahawks win. I think the Seahawks win, man. Seahawks are going to win that game. I think it's going to come down to Seattle and the Rams. Because I think San Francisco's going to... They have way too many injuries, man. If we can win that game, and would be huge. It would be a huge win. Yeah, you might get CeeDee Lamb back this week. Yeah, that's crazy though. I think the Bills might have to pick up CJ Gardner. I think we are going to get guys back on offense. They have been out for a few weeks. Need to win that game, divisional game. Yup. Yeah, because you beat the Giants, right? So if you beat the Commanders, You're looking at us. You would be 2-1 so far versus a division. That Sunday game's not looking super exciting. Maybe the baseball might be a better option. If there's even any baseball on Sunday. I think it would be game 6 of Toronto, Seattle. We play Broncos week 8 after that. Monday Bucks Lions, yeah. Monday slates looks better than that. Yeah, that Atlanta San Francisco doesn't look that appetizing. Especially if there could be a potential game 6 between Toronto and Seattle. I think people might rather watch that. But Monday looks better, man, especially with Detroit and Tampa Bay. They're starting to play better, Dwayne. They're starting to play better. I think if, a few mistakes on last week versus the Jaguars, the interception thrown by Mahomes at the red zone, and then that crazy play where Trevor Lawrence tripped and then he got backed up and score. If Chris Jones maybe doesn't stand and watch and actually tries to make a tackle, they win that game and they're looking at a 4-2 record instead of 3-3. But if you look at the last 3 games, man, they're starting to play better versus Baltimore, Jacksonville, and Detroit. It's starting to look better, especially offensively. If they would have won that Jacksonville game, things would be looking a lot better for them. We play Cardinals week 9, and then we have our bye week. All right. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what the hell happens. Gonna get up. Let's see how many teams do trades. Baltimore, Miami. They might be unloading on some players. Week 7 looks solid for this week. Yeah, I think there's some Sunday games that look good, or definitely the Monday games. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Good week of football with yeah. Oh yeah, college 2. College 2 looks good this week. So yeah, it should be a fun day. It should be another fun week of sports. Should be another fun week of sports, man. Another fun week of sports, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully Kentucky pulls off upset of Texas. Hey, maybe Texas is a little bit too high right after beating Oklahoma. They're not as focused this week and they get upset by Kentucky. You never know, man. You never know. My Rams will win the Sunday. I would think so. They'd be the Jaguars. I would think so. They didn't look that good this past Sunday versus the Jaguars. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Have a good night, everybody. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. All right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night. Jack, surprised what the quarterback would be like in Denver. What? All right, guys. We'll talk tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Holla. See you.